I don't think I've ever done this topic before. This is supposed to be the Pyramid of Power, or otherwise known as the Pyramid of Peace, in Astana, Kazakhstan. This is supposed to be the official headquarters for the Illuminati, the official HQ for the Masons and other groups, from what I've understood, although people that I know that are in the Masons, and even one or two that I know who have Illuminati aficionado or thereabouts, tell me that this is kind of like a grand bazaar of ideology rather than a place where things actually, happen. It's not like a business headquarters from what I'm understanding, although I could be wrong. But anyways, this is the headquarters of the NWO, supposedly. And Disclosed.tv has and this is as old as time. I mean, from what I understand, there used to be an actual pyramid here, and they reconstructed it to this weird shape that they have now. But there used to be an actual pyramid, and the pyramid was fantastic looking. Why they changed it, if they changed it, I'm not even certain. But notice the giant eye on top, or the giant thing looked like a giant eye on top. Yeah. Alright, so I want to share with you a Bible verse here, because it's in the page that I'm reading. Kind of doesn't exactly explain what's going on, but people like to throw in verses every once in a while. It's coming from Daniel's 11:43 King James Version. And he shall plant the tabernacles of his palace between the seas and the glorious holy mountain. Yet he shall come to his end, and none shall help him. Not exactly a quote I would have chosen, but it is what it is. And it does look like it's by, the page itself is by, nothingbutguns.com, something like that. So, it's down here, the source. It's 100% real, and I've known a lot of people who have been in this area who claim this is actually a great place to go if you have an affiliation with any of these groups. There's a lot of people saying that there's over 200 delegates from the world's main religions and faiths will meet every 3 years in circular chamber in this location, based on the United Nations Security Council meeting room in New York. The Palace of Peace and Reconciliation was conceived as a permanent venue for the Congress and Global Center for Religious Understanding and the reunification of violence and promotion of faith and human equality. So this was recognized June 10, 2015 by the United Nations Security General Ban Ki-moon, by the Congress leaders of the world and traditional religions of peace, or Palace of Peace and Reconciliation in Astana. I believe that's how you pronounce that. This is actually pretty nice. I mean, it's like you would think. It's like a business conference type situation. I'm not going to play this because my internet is choppy. But a lot of people say this is like for shows and various venues and such. It's basically a giant hall for these affiliated situations. And I liked it better when it had the giant temple look, because that's actually what I wanted to see when I went there. But the idea is it's a city of the future filled with Illuminati Masonic occult symbols, whereas its leaders say it's there to foster global peace and harmony between the world's religions, and basically a perfect place where the Antichrist could begin to rule the world. Indeed, spirit of the Antichrist is already established there. Yeah, I disagree with that. But they have some photos and stuff. So that's, I guess, on the inside. So looks all right. I'm not so certain it's anything more than a giant, a giant hall for various things of that sort, which you can already see that being. As far as it being whether it's a place with halls you can rent for various events, I'm certain you can, but I'm certain it's $250,000 to try. So I'm not so certain it's a Masonic capital, but I could be wrong. I mean, all those groups pretty much come to the end, and the end being, the UN, among others. So I wanted to bring this to you guys because I've never really covered this, and the Pyramid of Peace is supposed to be a great place to visit if you're in the area of Kazakhstan. None of my travels have taken me to Kazakhstan, although when I am in Dubai, I'm going to mention this to a friend there and see what he says about it, to see if he has any arrangements to see this place being in at least a third-party government position. He might even be able to get a deluxe tour together of this place where I can, not have to pay any huge amount of money, go in, maybe meet world leaders and stuff, and that'd be awesome. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, Pyramid of Peace in Astana, Kazakhstan. This place is supposed to be amazing to visit, despite its, affiliation. So, would I ask others to visit? I would say if you're in Kazakhstan, you should probably take a cab and go see it if it's open to the public. If it isn't, well, then, by invite only. But I think it should be. Thank you.